Welcome back, Commercial Finance Experts Canada. My friends, my colleagues, let's talk about the fee base in mortgage brokering. What questions do you need to ask? All right. So these are the things that I want to ask you before you start to charge your clients a fee. Okay. Now, there are brokers out there who charge clients a fee regardless what kind of financing it is, and I agree that is a wrong thing to do. When the situation dictates it, yes, charge a fee. If it's time consuming, charge a fee. So the question you ask yourself is, A, can this be done easily in the same amount of time as any AAA deal that you get on your desk? If it is, don't charge a fee. Simple, get in, bang, in and out. No exception, no moving parts that you need to jump through hoops to get an approval. I like those deals. My team gets it done, no fees, straightforward. Second question is, yes, it can be done with an A lender inside the broker channel lenders, but for example, if it's an investor, and the best you can get from a rental property for your investor is say 25-year AM, and the rates are about 3.89 on rental, which is what most of the lenders are charging today on 5-year fixed rates, right? So 25-year AM, 75% loan to value. So more down payment to the client, lower amortization for the client, higher rate, okay? If you know you can get this done outside the broker channel with a 30-year amortization instead of 25, 3.2 or even 3% instead of 3.89, much lower rate, which is the difference about 0.6%, more than 0.5% difference, right? Of a lower rate, and 30-year amortization instead of 25 I mentioned earlier, plus 80% loan to value instead of 75. So the client's putting more down payment inside the broker channel, lower amortization rate, higher interest. So that affects the cash flow, okay? I deal with a lot of investors, so this is typical. I give them the option of this lender without the fee or this lender with the fee. And you know what? 10 out of 10, they choose this lender with the fee. Even though it is a little bit more, it costs them the 1 year, but the next 4 years, they're laughing because their cash flow is much better, right? It costs them the first year's initial, what would we call that, cash flow in the rental property, and they're okay with that because they understand the cost of doing business. So in that scenario, these are the kind of scenarios that you need to look at your client. The client profile, if it demands it, then the option is there, they choose it, right? Get them to choose. So the third thing that I want to ask you is, if these clients came to you, okay, and they're A- clients, and you know that you can get it done inside the broker channel, but they're having B rates, maybe 4.29, 4.49, or 4.99, for example, in the first year. And the second year, they get a better rate. You know, that's what the B lenders promise or allude to, that the second year they'll get better. But you and I, we all know that if their situation doesn't change dramatically, second year, they probably won't get the A rate, right? So, whatever. Anyway, so I'm not going to be on my soapbox regarding that situation, but this scenario is this. If you know this A- client, it's great, credit bureau, everything's great. It's just that they don't fit because either A, they have too much rental property, or B, they've just changed from salary, self-employed, employed salary, so they don't fit the criteria with the monoline lenders or the broker channel lenders guideline, right? So now they'll be forced to go to a B rate, right? Alternatively, you know this, that there are lenders out there outside the broker channel that can make exceptions day in and day out, all the time. With these A- clients, they get an A rate. Yep, pay stub, you're done. Self-employed, just show me, the last 6 months or 12 months worth of income revenue that you have in your account. Or even better, if they already have a business account at that bank, that's their income they'll use, right? And most of the time, clients don't know this, right? So the value that I provide is the knowledge, this specific knowledge that I can use to my advantage. Do you feel good about losing that clients and telling them, go to the branch and tell them this and they get it done for you? Or they come to you to ask you how to get this done and help them. And you tell them, well, I could do this, but it's going to be at this rate, a 4-5% interest. You know what? If that's the only alternative they know, because they went to other brokers already said the same thing, they can go with the B rate with you. I mean, how do you feel good about that? I don't know. I mean, I don't feel good about doing that, right? At the end of the day is, yes, we got to feed our family, and like in the previous video that I mentioned, you got to feed your family and everything because you're spending time with your family. But that's not, yeah, it doesn't feel right. To me, why don't you offer something outside the broker channel and get them a lower rate and perhaps charge your fee? If you don't feel like charging 2% fee, 3%, then charge 1%. At least get your 100 basis point, right? At least that's fair. Make sense? Now, all these clients, they all fit in this category. Get a fee, and have given the option to do the B side or an A side at A rate with your fee. Right? There are a whole bunch of other scenarios that comes into the picture as well that my clients fall into. Holding company with corporate income, for example, right? Good luck in getting done inside the broker channel lender today. It's not possible. Yeah, you can tell them go to any bank, and sure, it may work, but sometimes it may not. And who's there to pick up the pieces if it doesn't work out right? All right. I had clients where they wanted, they could have done on their own, but if something happens where in the situation where the appraiser came back at a lower value, they got to come up with an increased amount of money now because they didn't know how to overcome that problem. Right? I was able to step in. And because I referred the client to the branch, I was able to step in and say, you know what, these are some other appraisals that I did on that same property, and tell them to use our appraisal or use that one based on the opinion of this appraiser. So there is a lot of scenarios that are out of this perfect box that we think that our clients can step into the branch and get an approval by themselves. Sure, you might get locked out. You might have 1, 2, 3 clients that went there and get it done on their own, and everything is perfect. But what if that one time you send the client, you're doing a total disservice, right? For your own profession, I honestly believe, in my humble opinion, for your own profession, for your own belief that they can do things on their own, well, they come to see you, right? So get over it. You know what? We're in the profession to make money. They understand that. Our time is valuable, so is theirs. If they would have known they can go onto the branch to do it then, wouldn't they have done it on their own? They wouldn't have come to see you, right? So they come to see you for a reason. Deal with it, right? Give them options though. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So hopefully you learned something from this video. And if you like it, subscribe to the channel and click like if you like this video. If you have questions, feel free to ask me, email me, or comment below. See you at top. See you next video.